What's up, it's LactateLactate, and I'm bringing you another video. This is part 2 to my adventures with the PP2000. The first video I sort of just chatted about, or just sort of rumbled on about, about why I haven't been about so much lately, and what I've been getting up to. Talk about my graduation and my living arrangements and all my plans for next year. It was all very, very interesting. I'm sure you found it so as well. In this gameplay, I'm still using the PP2000 again. This time I'm on Skid Row Domination. I think this game, I can't remember if it was before or after the last one, but it's only about half a game as well, I'm afraid. Yeah, see, that's the main reason why this game didn't continue. We ended up just having to rage quit. I think Driz dropped out quite early. Simon was doing alright, and then sort of the commandoing and the noob tube got too much for him. I just started out like a complete noob, but it does pick up, I assure you. But yeah, basically we ended up leaving, and I was in a situation where I was actually doing alright, but I had been commandoed and noob tubed a few times, and I know that Simon had said that he was going. And as a general rule, I don't really like playing objective game types on my own. I don't know, it just I get tired. I feel like everything has to be down to me. If I'm not capping a flag, no one's going to cap it. If I'm not keeping the team in their spawn, no one's going to keep the team in their spawn. Maintaining map control is just impossible when you have a party, I find it, because your teammates essentially just suck. I'm speaking to all of you that just joined my games. You suck dick, you can't play. Like, we were playing on highways the other day, 4 of us, and we were taking all the choke points, just keeping them in A, and we had teammates just running into A, having them spawn behind us. It's just so frustrating. I mean, all they have to do is just sit back and just enjoy it, just take the kills. You're playing in a well-organised team, just take it. But yeah, you can't count your teammates, basically. That's the second rant of the day. I won't have another one in this video. I'll try not to anyway. So anyway, this video I just basically want to talk about my sort of thoughts on the PP2000, the PP2K, or whatever you want to call it. As far as I'm concerned, it's my best secondary, or not my. It is my personal best secondary, but I think it's also potentially the best secondary in the game in terms of just its versatility. The spaz. and obviously the AA to some extent, they're awesome. Obviously, the AA you have to be in close quarters. In the AA, if you're in close quarters, you're winning that gunfight. You're not losing. The G18s at Kimbo are awesome, but the recoil can be a bit crazy. It can be hard to sort of shoot over range. And the spaz, well, we all know what the spaz can do over range and close quarters. Generally, the spaz is a beast of a weapon. I just find that taking it out takes too long. And as I said, over extreme range, it's going to do sod all really. While the PP2000 generally, is quick to get out, and in any situation you're going to be alright. Whether it's really close quarters or whether it's over range and you have to sort of almost snipe people, you can snipe people with this gun. As far as the stats in terms of damage and range and all that goes, and accuracy, it's with extended mags, it's the same as an MP5 but with less recoil. So you are essentially carrying around a primary as your secondary, which is awesome, I think anyway. Having that sort of being armed with that is just a tremendous benefit to have, and I don't really see why you wouldn't. I mean, I do like to stick on the spaz as much as the next guy, and the G18s are good fun, and the AA, as I said, doesn't lose. I'm trying to think of other secondaries I enjoy using. Rafikas, especially akimboed or non-akimboed, to be honest, Rafikas are a beastly weapon. But as far as I'm concerned, the PP2000 is just overall the best. And here I get into a gunfight that I really shouldn't have got into. Couldn't really win that, but what are you going to do? And I think I'm going to get payback here, and he's laid a nice little claymore for himself. Fair enough, I guess. But yeah, so that's sort of my thoughts on the PP2000, and that's why generally in most videos you'll see that's why it's my secondary, because it's just it's vicious. This gun, I really love it, and generally like to stick extended mags. Silencer can be good as well. If my primary silence, I tend to go with extended mags, and if it's not silence, I tend to put it on silencer, because I like to have one of my weapons silenced, so if I am entering a building I can sort of clear people out quietly, but as I said, without everyone sort of drawing everyone's attention to it, as it were. Second part of this video, second thing I wanted to talk about really, is sort of the direction I want to take my channel. It's still obviously very early. It's very young. I've posted, I think this will be the 10th video I posted, something like that. And I've been thinking about where I want to go, what I want to do, and how I've been finding. I've been having a good time, recording and all that. I swear, since I started recording though, my standard of my own gameplay has just dropped off quite a bit, which has been very frustrating. Believe me, they've been quite a few times. Again, my housemates will attest to this, and you know, the other guys on YouTube, where I've just talked about how shit I feel at the game. You know, how I see all these guys going like 100 for 1, you know, or 110 for 5, and you know, getting like 3 or 4 nukes in a game, and just, you know, whatever, and the standard is so high out there, and you know, and there's just been days where I've just been questioning myself and questioning, you know, what I can do. I've honestly, you know, felt like the Ken Burton of Call of Duty lately. It just, I felt pretty shit. You know, I don't think that, you know, that's necessarily true. I mean, I'm not a guy that is going to go consistently, you know, 50 kill team deathmatches or anything like that. I mean, I barely get 40 kill team deathmatches. You know, 40 kill team deathmatches is quite good for me. What's this guy doing? But yeah, you know, so I'm sort of, you know, was thinking about, you know, do I want to be that guy that just posts piece gameplay, because I guess maybe that's what I've been trying to be. I don't know. And in terms of being tips and tricks, you know, which is another thing I wanted to do. I know that's been done to death. You know, I know, especially in Modern Warfare 2, which is quite an old game. There's, you know, everything I'm saying has been said several times before, probably, but by someone else, by someone probably more intelligent than I am and with more knowledge of the game than I have. However, I think that is at the end of the day what I do want to do, and that's the reason why I sort of got into it. As in my very first video, way back then, you know, when I was chatting about it, that is what I wanted to do, and so I think that's what I'm going to do. Especially with Modern Warfare 3 coming out, it won't be done to death. You know, there won't be, you know, the 1,000, you know, things. You know, it won't have been said 1,000 times already. Is basically what I'm saying. It will all be new. So hopefully then I'll have something to offer, and that's sort of what I'm gearing up for. I'm sort of warming myself up for Modern Warfare 3, warming you guys to me, you know, getting you guys to understand who I am. And as you see, the noob tubing is just beginning to get a bit unbearable here, as the sort of the start of the end, really, in this game. Even though we're winning, we just make it a general rule that if we're getting noob tubed or whatever, just to leave, because there's no real point. They're not worth me playing against. As I was saying before, even though sometimes I feel a bit shit, I still think I'm quite a talented player, quite a capable player, and I've got better things to do with my time than be getting tubed, to be honest, by guys that can't play the game. So as you see here, I see that Simon's left, and I'm sort of thinking, alright, I've just got one time for one more really nice Semtex. As I said, I've been throwing nicely lately. Defend A, though I don't really know what the point is. It's not like I want it anyway. And just sort of carry on here, get another kill, and then get lunged. At that point, I'll probably decide to leave, I think. Anyway, so I'm going to continue with the channel. I'm going to continue doing what I'm doing. I've got a few good videos like, sort of lined up, and hopefully they'll be coming out fairly soon. I'll be posting regularly again. So anyway, I don't really know what to say now. Hope you've enjoyed the sort of the dual video, and I'll speak to you later. Right, bye.